So these fills were all 4 hands, 2 feet. So we could think of it as right, left, kick, kick. If we're going to play these as 16th notes, we're going to have to change our rhythm if we want it to fit into one bar. Because if I count this out slowly, you might see where the issue lies. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E. So if I want these to fit into one bar, I'm going to have to lose some notes somewhere. So I'm going to take off the last 2 kicks. So it's going to be 4 hands, 2 kicks, 4 hands, 2 kicks, finish on 4 hands. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. We're going to look at doing this just on the snare and the kick. Again, I would start these nice and slow and then start ramping it up until it feels like your feet are going to fall off. So that's about as fast as I can go right now. I'm sure a bit more practice, I'll be able to speed it up slightly. But I want to make these a bit more interesting. So I've got 3 sets of 4, so I could move each of these sets of 4 onto a different drum. So of course I'm doing this right hand lead, right, left, kick, kick. Any of you left hand players out there, like myself, we could do this slightly differently. We could lead left hand. But where this really starts to become a bit more interesting is I'm now going to split my 4 hands onto 2 different drums. So a nice simple one is I'm going to go snare to high, high to floor, and then all on the snare maybe. The choice is yours. Then if I want to make it even more difficult, I could split now every single hand onto a different drum. So maybe something like this. So that was snare, high, floor, hi-hat, snare, high, floor, snare, snare, high, floor, floor. With my kicks in between, of course. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take away one of my kicks. So now I've got 4 hands, 1 kick, 4 hands, 1 kick, 4 hands. 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a. So it makes my fill sound slightly different, breaking it up. Da 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 da. So if I want to change it up more, I could mess about with my last 4 notes. I could maybe just play 1, I could just play 2, or I could play 3. The choice is entirely up to you. Play it as triplets.